Hello, human. Why do my intros always? Why do my intros always suck? Okay, okay, this is another sketchbook tour. I'm not gonna make it. This intro take 4 minutes until something happens. You know the drill. If you do have watched my bad ships. Bad ships. My other videos about sketchbook tours. I have like only 2 up right now. I'm not gonna upload too fast after one because upload too fast.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
You know, because I don't have any viewers at all usually. So I mean, this channel is shit, like the toilet. I have a problem with toilets, like if you watched the video before. Okay, anyway, this sketchbook isn't dated. There's no date on it. But I assume that this is... Wait, sometimes there are things on there that help me know from when it is. Let me check. Oh, this book is terrible. It's also from March, apparently. Apparently it's from March as well. So my previous sketchbook was from March. I think, yeah, it might be a combination that I switched off between sketchbooks. I thought the sketchbook was after those, but yeah, it's quite the same. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a book. Anyway, so another set of terrible sketchbooks. Sketches. So these are attempts at eyes. Some look pretty nice, even though I didn't grasp too much of eyes. I do like... God dang it. I like this one. This look like an eye. Maybe the highlights are done wrong. But yeah. I did a lot of figure studies in this one as well, especially on the brown pages. Now these are terrible figure studies. Well, maybe a few look pretty cool. I like that one, the Spider-Man pose, and then somebody liked the fat woman. I mean, I don't know why. Also like more poses, crawling people, and yeah, the lighting, guys. I'm sorry, it's just I watched a lot of what was I going to say? Yeah, I watched a lot of poos too. Whatever his name is on Twitch, and he's an artist and he makes these gestures as well, but he makes them in like he uses hatching and makes the form become 3D and real. So you'll see like what I did with the legs, like this guy here with the, it looks 3-dimensional, and yeah, just gesture drawings, guys. I don't know what I was trying to say, really. This guy, he looks so fucking bad. What kind of muscle work is that? I don't know. He doesn't even have. Oh wow, his face is like, then this failure. Then we got a funny one. I attempted at a Joker, but he looked like the guy from Kiss. And then I said this could be Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe.
Itsy bitsy spider went up.
Kidding. This is my art teacher. Well, the guy that still teaches. He's actually more like a mentor, because it's weird. I'm in an academy, and it's for adults, and you don't really get pushed around with what you have to do. He just walks around and tells you what he likes about your work. So he's not really a teacher to me. It's more like a mentor. He gives you advice on works and pieces, and yeah, his name is Herman. In Dutch we say Herman. And yeah, I make him like caricature. You know what I mean, right? Because his hair is like he's getting pretty old, and his hair is like still this. Oh, and my hair is like. Then I try to test perspective and yeah, the planes. Oh my god, this is just the F. Oh, it's upside down. Well, I'm not Spider-Man. So this was at my mom, her kitchen, and at this time there was a guy that wanted me to make a cover for a CD album or something, and this guy is pretty high sometimes. He's a psychedelic idiot. But they said, well, you're good at drawing, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I'm okay, but not to the extent that I can literally make you a cover. This is just, what the frick is this? I'm not that good at psychedelic art. Maybe better now because I watch Peter draws, and he makes like these artworks, and it inspires me sometimes to make it myself. The moment pointing, and that's terrible anatomy. It looks cramped. From here I did some hand studies in my own way, my own personal way, and you can see that I was struggling with a lot of aspects to it. Some people say that my hands really look pretty good, but to be honest, they are made in a way that they look good, but they aren't really realistic. You know what I'm saying? You can see that there are fingers and stuff, but you can't really see. Yeah, whatever. Well, I have to make sure I don't smudge with my fingers, because a lot of people don't mind that because it's an old sketchbook, but I do mind that because I don't like smudging. Wait, how am I holding it? Yeah, you can kind of see it. I think like hand studies, some hand anime hands, and the way muscles work. God, I hate smudging my. Oh no, this one is fucking creepy. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get my my supervision done during the class. Oh wow, during class everything looks easy, and then you have our test, and then you get this as result. This is my test result. I have studied. Look at me, I studied. That just looks disgusting. I just forgot everything, but I didn't study enough to know the whole anatomy. So if you are a person that doesn't study their tests like truthfully, like seriously, let's just call it seriously, then you gotta get these results. Study good, guys. You wanna have good grades. Make drawings based on them, like a girl that lives on her own in a room, and she's like alone, and her parents are not really taking care of her a lot because she lives with her stepmother, and her father is an abusive idiot. And I mean, this looks like, what the F? People liked it. I mean, come on, it's so ugly. Why are you liking these drawings? Be honest though. It's simply because it has color, or it has some type of shading that people like, even though the shading isn't even realistic. I don't know. I did like this one more because this has to do with the story. Like, I'm not gonna spoil too much because I just don't know if I'm gonna ever continue the story. Some dude, an attempt at 3D. You can't really see. Yeah, the colors are desaturated in this video. I can't do much about it. Okay, so we got this drawing. It's a yellow shade, like from the lantern, but it's not really showing much. But these are two characters. Yeah, that woman, the maid, has a special. Well, she is special to the story, but yeah, Can't spoil too much. What the fuck? This is Elvis? What? Oh, come on, guys. Can't be real with me. A lot of writing in this book. Jeez Louise. Oh. Wow. Wow, look at that arm. Yeah, it's so realistic. Look at the muscles. I agree, Jerry.
Yes, my old friend.
Wow. This was what I was trying to attempt to accomplish at the end of a year, like what I should improve on, and I never stick to it, like a New Year's resolution for art, but who sticks to that? Like, not me. Okay, this is where I started to get more into fan art and other things, and this is like an anime attempt. Doesn't look anime at all. I do like it, but the shading is. Then we got this eraser that looks greeny, and I could have gone darker with it, but I didn't because, you know, you're careful. You don't want to ruin your drawings when you're starting out and you're having your breakthrough and girl attempts. I watched a lot of YouTubers and a lot of artists that make these girls in that kind of style. A lot of people do that. It's not wrong or anything, but it's like, why do we always draw that in that style? I mean, I want to have something different besides being just cute. Then this is an avatar of my best friend from, I don't know what it is, I forgot. Maybe you guys remember this style, and it's like, oh, it's that. I think it's Snapchat character. Some personality poses. Depending on your character, you have that certain pose. Fail attempts. I wanted to take my art seriously, but I always drew those things too cute. Like, I drew it cutely, like there was no seriousness in there, like look what the frick, it's like a model. There's like a cute little avatar, there's nothing. I have to check time because I have to go in about 30 minutes. I forgot about that. Yeah, but anyway, so this is, you see, this is supposed to be a dark character, like very dark. And look at that cute little face. Look at your cute little. Okay, sorry about that. Sometimes I get a little bit like, see, small little faces. Attempts at perspective. Not a practice at all. Just like wasting page, and the markers were leaking through, so I couldn't even draw on the other side. And I actually never do that anyway. This is Echo Gillette. If you know her on YouTube, I made a fan art for her. She liked it on Twitter. And I was like, wow, she liked my failure. But it's a gratitude towards her videos because she's very kind. So this is naked, but you don't see nipples or any veg. So dude, please be serious. This is just some alien monster type of draw. I actually still like it. Maybe the pose or the body anatomy could have been a little bit more lively or better, but you know. Now this was back at the project idea with the character in the Victorian age, and we have our sister. It's not bad, but look, there's so many issues. But this was my first breakthrough at using more realistic shading. So these are the parents, and this is a failure. They're not the faces, but the body. Like, what the F? These arms though. They're so small, they're noodles compared to. And this is some dude I drew. And he looks okay, but old people, their wrinkles don't work that way. Now, can you see the mistake in this one? You can't? Wait a second, you'll see on the back side. The ginormous head on such a small body, like what the F? And then we got some swatches going on, and there we got, because I was trying to read the book of Shadow Hunters of Cassandra Clare, and I tried to make my own version of the cover, and I never finished it. But look, I do like it still. I mean, the shading, the face, I actually like the face still. was my breakthrough of anatomy and characters, and then we go back to this fan art of a guy I know on Twitch. I barely speak to anymore, but he was a cool dude at the first time. He is actually cool, but sometimes he has his moments. But anyway, he plays games, and I made fan art for him. Some weird random things on an ugly page. Now I'll try to make like Dead by Daylight fan art with him in it, but it's never finished. God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being hyper until I get bad news, and then I'm like crying the whole day long. This chin though, look at the chin. That's just some weird way the chin doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. My videos get worse the more these are just gestural failures. Like I do them out of my head. It's like nothing special. Another project idea, some writing, more writing, and I've content to a little boy face. You're gonna see the mistakes even better on this one, well in my case, because it's mirrored in this video to me. Well, it's not mirrored. Actually, it's mirrored if I... whatever. This is some dramatic pose. Look at the legs. It doesn't make any sense. But I tried to show that this guy was lost. Like, that's... yeah. Gestures that I took from the internet. Female gestures and... male gestures. And oh, the last one though. That's yoga. It's yoga. I swear it's yoga. It's yoga. It's yoga. It's yoga. And then we got empty pages. Okay, well that's too much. Rewind. Now I started to make a little portrait drawing of a friend of mine. Oh, he looks so cute. He actually wore that. It was like on a child's party, I think, a children's party. I don't like his face. The shading is like what the frick. But you can see how he looks, how he kind of looks in real life. He has a smaller head though, smaller, a little bit smaller than I drew. What the f? Still, I didn't grasp using hatching correctly, didn't grasp using shading correctly. Now this was the first attempt at drawing a bigger piece, but all I did to use or to prepare myself was just this weird dramatic head. Attempt at whatever that is. Oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick to one sketchbook because it's already 21. 9 plus 10, 21, you stupid. No, like, it's like almost half, and I should be almost packing up because I need to put on my shoes and stuff and leave them. But I like this face. Look at that face. It reminds me of Medusa, of what's his name again? Come on, I love this guy. Caravaggio, yeah, it's Caravaggio, and he made this Medusa. I'm unable to get pictures on the whilst I'm filming, but I'll get a separate picture in here, like for a few seconds, to show you. And it reminds me of it actually, but this is not from the Medusa painting. It's actually just from a random anatomy facial expression book. This is just back to go into my character, and it finally began to look dark, but it was typical. You know, it's stereotypical. It's like red eyes, sharp blades, claws, nothing too special. Then I watched a YouTuber who made the style, and it looks like my best friend almost. I subconscious. How can I not? I do my best friend subconsciously. Then we got an attempt at making original characters, and never really had a breakthrough. I love androgynous characters, like characters that have no definition of gender in their personality, at least. And yeah, these were personal likes and the style, and I also made a separate spread about it. Like You see, she likes pandas, she likes kittens, and she likes the lemonade and iced tea. Waste of paper, but what the frick? Like, this guy reminds me of one of the Doctor of Doctor Who. No, this guy. Wait, Watson from Sherlock Holmes. The actor. He reminds me of that actually. Now I made him subconsciously. Then now I started to draw Jack and Dexter fan art because I started to get into it. And this is my style of Jack when he gets older, and typical yin and yang on his forehead, like what the fuck. Yeah. And now I began attempts at drawing some creatures for my head. Kinda like them still. It's very lightly done. Can't really. My attempt at drawing a xenomorph. H.R. Geiger, you're my friend. You gave me inspiration to continue in this kind of style. Not really alien per se, but I love the darkness and the erotic parts about it. And I mean, I like the sketch a lot still because it looks like a xenomorph and it looks moving. And then after that I got into something else which was really dark, like Silent Hill Man, the pyramid head. Very lightly sketched. The hand looks what the fuck, but I mean, it's not really a human character, so it's okay. Like another attempt at drawing cute OC characters, and wait, it wasn't really meant to be a cute character, but it turned out cute. I was inspired by the Seattle Phantom Hive story, and I started role playing with a friend, and yeah. This is an attempt at realistic tiger, so I watched sneeze at least to on either side because okay, it brings luck. Okay, so I was watching Mark Crilly, the YouTuber, the artist, and he was making a realistic well he was attempting to make a realistic tiger, or at least a tiger for us as a tutorial, and I was drawing along with him, and it looks pretty cool. I see a few small mistakes in anatomy, stupid wise, like the nose. I mean, the nose isn't that, yeah. But otherwise than that, I kind of like it. Oh god, I really have to wrap up the video almost. I do like this one still, but it's not never really finished, and that's, you know, Bella and the Beast. This kind of looks like the small little torch guy. But it doesn't. I didn't even think about him. I just made this guy, and he reminds me of him. Never really finished it, but I like the shading. It's really rich. It's dark. Now I started to draw Seattle Phantom Hive. You do notice a little bit of improvements in my artwork. You see a little bit more emotion and movement in my work. The switch is good. Another attempt at drawing an OC character. This is a little bit stiff still. Jack and Dexter fan art, but this is based on a real fan art, and it redrew it. I never posted it, don't worry. It's my phone. Here I attempted that gestural poses. I like this one. It shows energy. If you look at it, yeah, it shows pretty nice energy. The trick is to keep your lines sharp and fast. You don't really go slow. You give the impression of energy. Now this is where I started watching Peter draws, and I was inspired, so I started drawing this as myself, and I kind of like it. It looks pretty cool. So if I'm going too fast, you just pause the video to look at the drawing. I mean, I cannot really wait too much. This is Vegeta, because my friend was playing Dragon Ball Z at the time, and I wanted to draw Vegeta because he's one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters. Even though I don't really watch Dragon Ball Z a lot, or at all, sometimes I still like the characters. I like the personality. This is my own interpretation of Vegeta. I mean, I invented the pose. Like, oh god, I really have to hurry up. Okay. More psychedelic, weird ass things. It's not really psychedelic, but whatever this is. It's just a weird doodles. watched Shadowhunters back then, and it inspired me to draw like Magnus. Yeah, you know his name, right? This is the 2nd of September, so I think school has started. Yeah, I did. I like this one kinda, but the pose is weird, but I like the way it's sketched. Now, this is a naked woman. Sorry guys, but I'm not gonna censor anything. You don't see too much of it, but look, this is Shadowhunter inspired, but this is my character again from the previous sketchbook, and you see it looks a lot more lively. Sure. I saw something with Dexter in this style, and I made a full body pose, my own. Well, it's my own body pose, but the style is from somebody else. I think it's from the original creators of Jack and Dexter. Oh, you know the generator to challenge yourself to draw random things together? I drew this eventually. I got this, so I got something with the president. I got something with the what's to call it? Vulture, a pink vulture, furry, that has a dolphin freedom statue or something. I'll look at. I actually kind of like it still. It looks pretty funny. I forgot that I made this actually. Oh, and that was it. Okay, that was my sketchbook. My nose is stuffed. I better end the video with this. I also have this one. This also has some assignments from school in it. And it's gonna be the next video, I think. I hope you guys liked it. There's not gonna be too much funny editing and like in the other video, because my English has to have improved at least a little bit. Because I was like in the other video, I was like rambling around. I still do, but whatever. This is just a different video, so I'm just trying to feel out what's the best way to make my videos, what's to edit my videos. Yeah, I hope you kind of like the sketchbook tour, guys. See you next time, but maybe another sketchbook if people do like this series and do want to watch it one day. I'm so lonely.